He's the world's foremost sports psychologist, and we're thrilled to say he's a member of the Eastern Golf TV staff. Dr. Bob Rotella is a best-selling author and mental coach for some of the game's greatest players. This is where he does a large portion of his work, the famous basement of his Charlottesville home. It's been an incredible journey for Dr. Rotella from his school days in Rutland, Vermont, to his revered place in today's sports world. His love for coaching dates back to the 5th grade, with 4 men in particular having a large influence.
Red Auerbach went on about an 11-year run of winning world championships in basketball with the Celtics. John Wooden, from probably when I was a freshman in high school through graduating from college, won 10 national championships. And then Bobby Knight and Dean Smith came along. Those 4 guys probably had a huge impact on everything I do and teach.
He gives equal credit to his work with special needs children. Their positive outlook on life is a perspective he still conveys to superstar athletes. His career direction took a sharp turn during his time at the University of Connecticut.
After getting a degree in special education, I took an elective in sports psychology. I had a 3-credit-hour elective to finish my degree. And I remember coming home from the 2nd class and telling my wife, I'm going to start all over again. And I found something that I really love, and it clicked. I remember my wife saying, how in God's name are we going to make a living with that? And I went, I have no clue.
He certainly found his way fast. After getting a master's and doctorate in sports psychology, Dr. Rotella focused on the psychology of exceptionality. Working with his professor, he developed a course of study and things took off from there. He's tenured at the University of Virginia, where he's been working with the Cavaliers athletic teams for decades. His introduction to golf came when he was asked to speak to the Golf Digest Advisory Board.
It was Sam Snead, Kerry Middlecoff, Paul Runyon, Bob Sadowski, Jim Flick, and Davis Love. And that was the first time I ever talked about golf. And I told them I don't know anything about golf, but I know a lot about sport performance and sports psychology. And they warned me that Sam Snead would probably rip me to shreds. I finished my 2-hour presentation and Snead raised his hand, and I remember thinking, well, here goes. And Snead stuck it up and said, man, I hate to think how many U.S. Opens I would have won if I had someone like you to talk to. And I went, ooh, that was good.
He began working with tour players soon after, and word spread about how quickly his mental coaching turned the pros into tournament and major winners. So what is it about golf that makes it unique for sports psychology, for mental coaching?
First of all, there's no guaranteed long-term contracts. Most of their money is made by how they perform every day, which makes it very easy to get people. A lot of my philosophy is you have to take personal responsibility, you've got to hold yourself accountable, and third of all, you have free will. And everything I teach is free will gives you the option to choose how you're going to think about your life.
One of the lights of Dr. Rotella's life is his daughter Casey. For Eastern Golf TV, we got a package deal. We're ecstatic to have not only Dr. Rotella, but Casey on the staff as well. Casey played all kinds of sports growing up and really excelled at tennis and golf. An accomplished amateur and college golfer at Notre Dame, she's been around elite athletes all her life.
I'd always been around golfers and athletes. Dad always working with the UVA kids and professional athletes. We really grew up kind of as family friends. I didn't even think of them as celebrities. I don't think I even realized until I was older that what a kind of a privilege it was to grow up in this house. Because they were just, oh, those are the people who come over. That's my, basketball players, my babysitters a lot of the time.
Family is first for Casey. She's the mother of 2 with plans to have a lot more little ones in the near future. She has a unique insight into the mental side of the game. Like father, like daughter, Dr. Bob and Casey both are inspired by people who dream big.
The great things I learned as a kid was that, pro athletes and celebrities, they're just people. They're just normal people who've done something great, in terms of with their dreams. And so I think that's helped me realize that, anyone can achieve what they want. It's just a matter of, putting your mind to it to some extent and then doing it.
I've worked with athletes in a lot of different sports. I've worked with musicians. I don't really care what it is. If someone has a dream and is excited about it, then I'm excited about talking to them about how they can get it.
For more from Dr. Bob and Casey, go to our website, easterngolftv.com, where they share thoughts about the game with you in their blog.